Get your drink, make it, pause the video, get your drink. Y'all already know. It's February 15th, happy side chick day. If this is your day, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna tell y'all a little tale in dishonor of the day because ain't nothing cute about it. But I'm gonna tell y'all about, because when I really thought about this situation, I'm like, it's giving side chick, my bad. I'm not trying to munch on these hot funyuns in front of y'all. But like the video, leave anything in the comments, make sure you subscribe. Social media is in the description. Go follow me there. Go do it. And if you talk about my hair not being blended during Black History Month, you're anti-Black. I know that. Y'all be getting crazy in the comments and getting blocked. Only you can see that comment now. Okay. All right. I used to be one of the ones that was like, I could never be in your situation, sis. Sorry for you. Never, never, never. Because if my man was doing this, that, and the third, but her, I'm finna kick him to the curb. Like, I used to really be one of them, but the universe said, girl, who? You. Because my ex, my last real relationship, baby, he was sent with voodoo attached to him. He was very karmic because the way he dog walked me and I stayed for 6 years, the way, let me stop because I just got a flashback, okay? It's giving PTSD. But yeah, so that's what I ended up basically telling the girl in this situation. I said, never could be me. Sorry for you, boo. Okay, let me just get into it, my bad, because I get to rambling. So me and my friend, we was going to a, dang, I still can't remember if this club was a 21 or up because when I first was remembered, I'm like, that had to be at Toke Bar. If you remember Toke Bar, I feel like Toke Bar was given teen club, but it did let in 21 and older people. But if you was a teenager, they put that like X on your hand so you couldn't drink. I don't know though. And when I say teen, I mean like 18, 19 and up, not like 16, 17, not that type of teen club. But if you was 18, you like basically you wouldn't need a fake ID. You would only need a fake ID if you wanted to drink, which my friend gave me her sister ID so we could, right? Mind you, I ain't even look nothing like the girl. That's how I know y'all don't even be eyeballing the ID unless y'all just really bored or want a problem or you don't want to let that person in. So yeah, I took the girl's sister ID. We went up in there dry. It was so dry. And I feel like maybe that's why they didn't care to check into the ID too much because wasn't nobody up in there. So yeah, we just up in there. It's dry. I'm talking about it's about 12 o'clock. We still here dry. Nobody coming in. They playing good music, but they playing the same thing on repeat. Barely anybody in there. We just drinking. Dude's just buying his drink. We bought a few drinks ourselves. So right, we was like, you know what? Time to go. We leaving. So we ended up heading out to like the parking lot. And she was like, yeah, I'm about to call my sister. Or I think I told her, or I asked her, like, you about to call your sister so she could pick us up. She was like, yeah, I'm about to call her. So we walking around to the parking lot. Because, you know, after the club, well, this wasn't even after the club, but, you know, around that area, the parking lot kind of be thick sometimes depending on, like, what's going on. But it was dry. Like, everything was dry. And I'm not going to name the girl. I know I keep saying friend, but barely. And I'm not going to name her because I don't want to forget her name for a real story time that I have. But just know when I give her name, I'm going to reference this story time so y'all can come back and be like, oh, it was so-and-so. Oh, this is so-and-so. Why was you even her friend? Because, yeah, that's definitely what it's given. But, yeah, we walk into the parking lot. We see these two dudes, like, leaned up against that car. You could tell. I don't know what they was there for. But it's like, thinking back, you could tell they was just waiting for the parking lot to get thick so they could parking lot pimp and just, you know, whatever, get the drunk girls that's coming out. Y'all already know what time to give. So yeah, we walking out and these dudes like was like, hey, yo, what y'all doing? Where y'all going? Where y'all coming from? Come over here. And then I was like, yeah, because they kept asking where we was coming from. I'm like, the club. Did like the same place you coming from, the club. Wasn't you just in the club? Because I swore I just saw them in the club. Before we had walked up all the way, I said something to my friend like, did you call your sister? Or is your sister on the way? Because I was so paranoid because her sister did the most. Even though we was technically grown, my aunt still treated me like a kid. But I'm like, if her sister tell the mama, because her sister petty like that, she would tell the mama like, yeah, and so-and-so was being fast and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a lot. It's her, if her sister tell the mama and the mama tell my aunt, I ain't leaving the house. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it was giving all that. So I'm like, your sister coming. Your sister ain't on the way, is she? Did you call her yet? She was like, yeah, I called her, but it's cool. Like, she gonna let me know when she like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away or something like that. She said, whatever. Basically, she called the sister. So I'm paranoid. Like, yeah, I want to be out here, but I don't want to be paranoid the whole time. And I was. I remember one of them, they just kept saying, I'm grown. We grown. And I was like, we grown too, the fuck? And so they was like, nah, how old y'all is? My friend, no. Well, the girl, I'm just calling her my friend. she know that I don't lie about my age, but mind you, she one of them that been lying about her age since we was like 13. So she tried to hurry up and answer before I tell our real age. I don't know why. I mean, we technically was, but I don't know. They did look a little older. And she was like, I'm 24. And he was like, the one that she was talking to, let me name them. Okay, so the one that my friend was talking to, we're gonna call him Tank, because he kind of looked like Tank, the singer. And then the one that was talking to me, we're gonna call him Juvie, just cause Back That Thing Up came in my head and Juvenile sing that song. So we're gonna call him Juvie. Okay, so Tank was like, man, you must think I'm stupid, bro. You do not look 24. You was not 24. You still got Similac on your breath. Y'all youngins, da-da-da-da-da. Just saying all that. And she was like, I'm 24. I am not, da-da-da. And mind you, I was gonna drag it, like I was gonna play with them. But I was gonna let it be known that I was just playing like I'm not that age. Cause I was gonna be like, and I'm 22. But I'm like, ooh, nah, he done clocked it. And he was like, for real, he was not playing. So I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna drag it. I'm like, so I tell Juvie my age, and she looked at me like, the way she side-eyed me like, oh, girl. I didn't even know she had a problem. But I'm like, dang, bitch, you look at me like that for? She get mad at me because I done told the real age. Mind you, older dudes know when girls is not like, when the girls is lying about the age, they just do not care. And he kept saying, oh, y'all babies, y'all still got Similac on your breath. Da, da, da. I'm like, oh, you old for real? Because only the older generation was saying that at the time. Like, you still got Similac on your breath. Like, I ain't heard nobody say that in a long time because we don't say that. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, yeah, he older for real. I could just tell. So, yeah, what you side-eyeing me for? Her dude, the one that she was talking to, Tank, he was like, I know you lying because what would a 24-year-old be hanging out with her for? Like, the age difference is wild. The dude just kept saying, oh, y'all youngest, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, who you gonna believe? You gonna believe me or her? I'm telling you I'm 24. I'm telling you, who you trying to fuck with, me or her? So who you gonna believe then? Who you gonna believe? So me and Drew be talking and I overhear her saying something like, so why you so worried about her then? Why you so worried about her? Because I guess he kept saying that we youngins and the age is not lining up. And she like, oh, you shouldn't be worried about her age if I'm telling you I'm 24. Which, honestly, believing that the girl was 24 is not that hard to believe. Maybe 22. I feel like she could have passed for 22 at the time. Because she did look older. She always looked older. She always had like a more like mature body. Like she developed early. And it just wouldn't have been that hard. Friend and Tank leaned up against the front of the car, right? And he said something like, you want to sit down? And I'm like, yeah. So we get in the front seat of the car. He and the driver, I'm in the passenger, and we just talking. He like, what club you said you just came from? And I told him, and he was like, yeah, how was it in there? We thinking about going into one of the clubs around here. So I'm like, it was cool, but it was dry. Like, nobody was in there for real. Then they playing the same songs on repeat, not switching it up. I mean, he like, nah, it's cool. Like, y'all need to go here, y'all need to go there. So we just talking, and he was like, y'all drunk? He said something like that. And I was like, nah, I'm good. And then he was like, you want to take some shots? So he had Ciroc and Henny. I was so on vodka at this time. I ain't know what brown could do. Like, vodka used to tear me up. So I'm like, Ciroc all the way. And mind you, I peeped that one wasn't even open because I feel like at the time I was going to take whichever bottle wasn't open anyway. But yeah, the Ciroc wasn't open because I know I'm cautious, baby. I'm cautious. My weekends at the time consisted of watching Snapped in the ID channel with my grandma. I already know people put shit in drinks. So give me the one that's not open. So I ended up taking a shot of Ciroc and I like get out the car. You know how you get out the car, but you still got half your body in the car. So I'm yelling to my friend and I'm like, girl, you want to take a shot? Come take a shot. You know, so I got half my body out the car giving her a shot. So we both just like, I'm halfway out the car and she's standing in front of me and we both just going back and forth with the shots. And I'm like, did you call your sister? Because mind you, we have been sitting there for a minute just talking. And I'm like, dang, I need to find, in the back of my mind, when I'm talking to this dude, I'm like, I need to find the right time. Like, because when is your sister coming? I really don't want her to pull up and peep this thing because she gonna do the most. So when she in front of me, I'm like, did you call your sister? And she was like, what? I'm like, your sister, like, is she on the way? Like, how far is she? Because mind you, we was not. The amount of time that we was sitting there, her sister should have been there. So I'm like, where she at? She was like, oh, I didn't even call her yet. I didn't text her yet. Why? You ready to go? Because I'm not. And I'm like, nah, I'm just chilling, but I thought your sister was on the way. I'm just trying to, like, make sure. She was like, girl, we good. Like, I'm going to text her in a minute. I get back in the car, and me and Juvie talking. He rubbing on my leg, like, yeah, you know, I'm going to take care of you. I could take care of you. I could spoil you, da-da-da-da-da. And he ended up asking me who I stayed with or something. And he was like, who you stayed with or something. Correction. He asked me if I had my own place. And he was like, oh, no, I know you stay with your parents because you're a little girl. And I'm like, I'm grown. Put some respect on it. But I said, I ended up being like, well, who you stay with? Basically, like, yeah, I do stay with my people, but who you stay with? Because I know you probably couch surfing too. Shit. He was like, my bro. I live with my bro. And he pointed to Tank. So I'm like, oh, y'all brothers. And he was like, yeah, that's my bro. Blah, blah, blah. Just getting into that little relationship dynamic. And I ain't going into that. He was like, yeah, we went in on a place together. And I was like, oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot because you a grown-ass man. But I was mocking him like, you a grown-ass man. And he was like, I am a grown-ass man. I could show you better than I could tell you. And I was like, oh, yeah, how's that? Because I just know you finna say something. I know you just finna say something like, I could da-da-da-da-da. I could beat your shit in. Yeah, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. He lost me. That man said,
let me cook for you.
Huh?
He's a good man, Savannah.
So I was like, you can't cook. What can you cook? What you gonna cook? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna cook you some steak, potatoes, some lobster, da-da-da-da-da. He grown for real. He a grown man for real. And he just might be the one. We was sitting in the car for so long that the places around in the area started letting out. So like now it's a lot of people coming out of parking lot starting to get thick again. And I feel like that's what they was waiting for. I'm talking about, why was we in a parking lot? It's like time had went by so fast. It was just like, dang, it's already that time. Parking lot piling up. All of a sudden, I start hearing, oh, look at Juvie. Look at Juvie and Tank. Y'all some hoes. Y'all some hoes. Then a dude walk up to them. Juvie get out the car, dap the dude up. They talking. So I'm trying to listen. I'm nosy, but I'm trying to act like I'm on my phone. But I'm like, I got my hand on that middle console and I'm listening. And I couldn't hear nothing. It was mostly mumbling, but he was like, yeah, I see you got another one. Yeah, I see you got another. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I already knew how dudes was, so I'm just listening, right? So they talk, he get back in the car, and I'm like, who is that? Because clearly, I felt like it was about me. And he was like, nobody, for real, that's just my plug, da-da-da-da. So, mind you, back then, I didn't know what no plug was. I didn't know none of the street terms. Didn't ask because I did not care. Didn't. So, tell me why from there, it turned into like every few seconds, somebody like, Tank and Juvie, Tank and Juvie. And I'm like, oh, y'all popular, ain't y'all? Y'all real popular. And he was like, man, don't even try to act like you ain't got niggas on your ass, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, how did this go from what I just said to this? Out of nowhere, the vibe just changed. And he was like, no, I said something like, but I know you got hoes and da-da-da. Mind you, I was just playing though. But then he was like, yeah, we about to head out for real. So basically get the fuck out of my car. So yeah, he was saying stuff like that. I don't remember the exact words that he said, but he said something like that. And I'm like, oh, he probably thought I was playing, trying to be on his butt. And then when I really started thinking about it, I'm like, oh, the age difference. Like, there you go. I just showed the age difference. There it is. So yeah, I had ended up getting out the car. We both got out the car damn near at the same time. He called his brother over, Tank. And then I'm like, oh yeah, the girl, they said they about to leave, da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot what I was about to say. I'm tripping. So yeah, I was like, where your sister at? Like, did you call her? She was like, no, I'm about to call her now. She calling. The phone ringing and ringing and ringing. Guess who not answering? Like, do you see what time it is? Your sister not getting out of bed for us right now? Especially because you didn't hit her up this whole time. Like, you at least should have been texting her, right? Because that's our only ride. So, and I know some of y'all gonna be like, oh, why didn't you Uber? Uber wasn't always a thing. And no, I did not have no taxi service on the line. This is not New York or one of them cities, baby. We don't use taxis like that. So yeah, she was like, oh, she not answering, da-da-da. So I'm starting to panic and she already know how I get. So she like, girl, calm down. You see all these, I forgot exactly what she said, but basically you see all these niggas out here. We gonna get a ride. Just chill. We gonna get a ride. Don't start doing all that, basically. I'm like, I promise you, the girl, she used to make me feel so childish. I'm talking about, like, from when we was actually kids and supposed to be childish. Even back in them days, she used to be like, girl, you need to grow up. And these niggas is this and this, that, and the third. Like, you need to know this and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, but we're children. I'm just a baby. Like, I don't want to do all that. She about to walk off and I'm like, if we don't get a ride home, like, yes, a lot of people out here, but we don't know them. At least we kind of know Tank and Juvie. Girl, my logic was just not logicking back then, right? So I'm like, at least we kind of know at least something about them. So I ended up asking Julie, I'm like, Julie, can you take us home? Because y'all, I don't know why I was so afraid to ask. Because first I'm thinking like, I already done pissed him off. He definitely not gonna take us home. So I just ended up asking, scared or not. I just ended up asking, and he was like, what side of town y'all stay on? What way is that? Y'all got gas? That's kind of far. Da-da-da. He was just like, he was just being a bitch. I'm just saying. That's what he was just acting like. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, Tank was like, yeah, grass her. No, he said gas her ass. You got gas her ass. I'm gonna need one of them, gas her ass. And my friend was like, yeah, I got one for you, whatever. They just talking back and forth. And he was like, yeah, but what about your friend? And she was like, why you worried about her? I just said I got it. I just said I got it. Why you worried? And he said something like, man, I'm talking about for my bro. I'm talking about for my bro. I was like, why? This is awkward enough. Just give him the ass so we can get home. They drop us off back at my friend's house. It was late as hell. We had to literally sneak in. So we had to jump the gate because the gate was broke or locked or something. So we had to jump the gate, go through the back, into the sliding door, and sneak up into her room. But that same night, Juvie was texting me like, yeah, you know, I really like you. I really fuck with you, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, not the way you just switched up on me. You can't like me. So whatever. Even though he switched up at the time, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So we was talking fast. We was talking the whole week, all day, all night. Fast forward to the next weekend, right? He hit me up like on some, what you doing this weekend? Where you going? Look at my funny and stained finger. And I was cool with that because I know some people are going to be like, that's the red flag. He only hit you on the weekends. To be honest, I only popped out on the weekends because I couldn't go nowhere for real. Like, my living situation, I told him like, yeah, you know, I'm not doing anything. I'm chilling right now, blah, blah, blah. He was like, let me come pick you up so I could cook for you, so I could make this meal for you. I'm like, oh, he was serious.
He's a good man, Savannah.
I'm like, oh, you for real, huh? I'm like, oh, he a man of his word. I really do like him. I'm feeling him. He might be the one. I think I found the right number. I was, you gave me butterflies. Like, y'all, all them songs. Okay, so anyway, yeah. I'm like, when I remember where I lived at, you cannot pull up to this house, sir, especially you being a stranger. Stranger danger. My aunt do not play about nobody pulling up to her house to this day, okay? She definitely didn't play back then. So I'm like, oh, where he finna pick me up from? He finna go have to pick me up from the Cornerstone down the street. So I ended up giving him an address close to, so my not apartment complex, what the hell? My neighborhood at the time was sectioned off into like 5 different parts. So it was like a really, really big neighborhood. And at this time, yeah, still was cool. No, I wasn't. So at this time, I had an ex-friend that still lived in my neighborhood. I gave him her neighbor's address. So I'm gonna use the girl name. Her name was Alicia. And we used to be cool. She lived in a different section of my neighborhood. I gave the boy Alicia's neighbor address. So I would have to walk to Alicia's neighbor house. And he was going to have to pick me up in front of that house. But I ended up stopping like 4 houses down because I didn't want her to see me. And she'd be like, what is this house doing on my street? Like, she came to fight me. Because the only reason that I would go over to her part of the neighborhood was to go fight her. That's it. And girl, I don't care about you. I'm not trying to fight you. So yeah, I did that. Walked over there. He ended up pulling up. I get in the car, reach for that passenger. The window go down and it's Juvie in the passenger. I look in, Tank is driving. I just walk to the back seat, get in, don't even say nothing. So I'm just in the back. I'm like, why the fuck didn't he tell me like he bringing this dude? Like I thought it was just gonna be me and him, Bonnie and Clyde. This my man. All bullshit to the side. But no, you got your brother with you. Why you acting like you can't do nothing without that man? So we riding in a car and Tank is like, oh, where your little friend at with her lying ass? And I'm like, not you coming for my friend. Like, you know where she at better than me. I ain't talked to her today. So I'm like, I don't know. Whole time I think she was with her man. Because mind you, my friend had a man. Okay, so she wasn't really too, well, she was acting like she wasn't too pressed over him. So he like, hit her up so we could go, so I could slide on her or something, he said, and pick her up too. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to call her. No answer. So I text her, no answer. So I'm like, she not answering. He was like, all right, fuck it, whatever. So we ended up going back to their place. We get there. Tank stay in the car, and I follow Juvie up because, yeah, I don't know where they live at. We get up in there. This man really got the stuff. He really got the stuff. He was cooking for real. Like, I didn't know what I was getting into. And thinking back, this is so dangerous. I didn't used to carry pepper spray. I didn't even have brass knuckles, okay? I didn't have a pocket knife. I didn't have nothing. I was just going up in there, not naked. I don't want to say naked because y'all going to be like, girl, why you didn't have no clothes on? I'm talking about empty. You pat me down. I don't got nothing to defend myself. So, I'm just up in there. Girl, they ain't have a kitchen knife or nothing. Y'all know how dudes live, but he had them steaks. He had them box potatoes. Y'all know the Idaho potatoes. The Idaho potatoes. I was like, oh, he got a big box for me. Okay, cool. And then he had shrimp instead of lobster, but I'm still like, baby, I love me some shrimp. You did promise lobster though, but I'm grateful. So he really started cooking. Cooked the steak first. We talking, put the potatoes on. It was kind of awkward though. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of awkward, I guess, because I wasn't drunk. And I really liked him, so I was nervous. And I feel like I was just acting weird. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't do that no more. Like, I'm completely comfortable with myself, with my personality. Like, I know myself now. Back then, I didn't know myself because I was young, you know. I didn't, whatever. So, I remember just being like, I don't even make that face. Like, what is this? Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah. Boop, bop, ba-doop. Yep. It was so weird. So anyway, right when this man finna throw the shrimp in the skillet, here come Tank, bum rushing the door up in the house, the front door. Hey, bro, it's a situation coming. That situation, that fool said situation 40 times in one sentence. It sounded like situation. You know that situation, the situation from the other day, he finna the situation. So, mind you, me and Juvie is like mid-sentence. So, he like, bro, what? And he was like, that situation is finna come and it's finna be handled. He said something like that. Like, I really felt like they was talking in code because dudes used to talk in code a lot. Like, one of my ex-boy, like little fake. None of my exes, besides the two that I unfortunately tell y'all about, I don't consider them real exes. But one of my ex-boyfriends from school, him and his friend used to talk in code. And me and my other friend ended up, like, catching on to it. So, I know, like, dudes talking code is, like, common. So, I'm like, oh, it's something they don't want me to know about because it ain't that many situations that, you know, he said situation 47 times. So he was like, oh, all right, shit, wait, hold up, I gotta, like, he didn't know what to do. I'm like, throw them motherfucking shrimp in that skillet. So he ended up cooking the shrimp right quick. Made me a plate, gave me both steaks, gave me both of them. Like half the shrimp, no potatoes, because there wasn't enough room on the plate. He didn't feel like packing another plate. Wrapped it up in foil, and he was like, yeah, I gotta drop you back off. I gotta take you back home. So I'm like, well, mind you, at this point, I'm halfway down the stairs, and he got his hand on my back, like, come on, bitch. Like, pushing me down the stairs damn near. But, like, doing it in a fast way. And y'all know how dudes go down the stairs sideways, and then they do that little gallop thing, like they in a rush. So he had his hand on my back, so I'm having to sideways gallop down the stairs. Baby, I don't do that. All right? I will trip over these 2 feet and bust my shit to the white meat. I don't do those kind of things. I'm not a nigga. So, yeah, he in the car, and I'm like, oh, you can take me to my friend's house. And he was like, what friend? Where the friend live? Like, agitated. So I'm like, the house you dropped me off at the other night. So, mind you, I don't even know where I'm at. So I had to put on the GPS to my friend's house. So he ended up taking me over there, but he acted like it was such a big inconvenience. Mind you, you would get to my friend's house before you get to my neighborhood. So it really wasn't, like, be for real. But yeah, so he dropped me off over there, and he was irritated the whole time. I'm talking about, like, panicking. That's the only way I can explain it. Panicking and irritated. So when we finally pull up, he was like, all right, the mood changed. It changed back because, mind you, we was not talking or nothing, laughing, nothing. So yeah, we pull up into front of my friend's house, and he was like, he put his arm like behind my seat, and he was like, yeah, you know, we got to do this again. We need to redo. Like, I had a real good time with you, whatever. And he tried to lean in for a kiss. Boy, you just pushed me. Like, you should have just kicked me in my back down the stairs the way that you was like galloping down them motherfuckers, because I was really about to fall. What makes you think I'm about to give you a kiss? So I kind of like leaned my cheek in so he could kiss my cheek. Like, I'm like, yeah, I had a good time too. Yeah, You lucky you even get to kiss the cheek. So yeah, he was like, all right, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna see you later, whatever. So I tell my friend, oh, cause mind you, I forgot my friend had hit me back. She had called me back, but I was texting her the whole time because I was talking to Juvie. So I'm like, girl, I'm finna pull up to your house, whatever. I told her. And she opened the door, bitch. I walk in with the plate. I'm like, girl, he cooked for me, bitch. He cooked for me. She was like, oh, he really cooked for you? Oh my God, I thought he was just talking. Tell me why Tank said he was gonna cook for me. But I was with my nigga, I was with LJ. And I'm like, girl, look at that. She was like, what he made you? I'm like, he made some shrimp, steak, potatoes, you know, all that, some broccolini. No, I'm playing. I think I did lie. I'm like, he made so much more, but I couldn't even take it because he didn't have enough plates. So, but whatever. Mind you, we just at her table, busting the food down. Like, it was good. We both tore that food up. So, mind you, during the whole time, he texted me. And I'm like, I'm just texting him like, yeah, oh my God, the food is, you such a good cook. Like, I really thought you was just talking, whatever, just like pumping his head up slightly. And he was like, yeah, like I said, we need to redo. I was like, yeah, we definitely need to do this again because I had a good time. And me and my friend smashing this food right now. Like, it's so good, I promise you. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to take care of you any chance I get it. I'm going to take care of you. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. And whatever. I can't remember exactly what I was saying, but just keep that in mind. Keep our little messages in mind, right? So we texted, and out of nowhere, he was like, yeah, but I'm going to call you later. So when he say, I'm going to call you later, I'm thinking like, all right, like, we don't got to text no more because he going to call me later, right? So the text is stopped. So I'm like, okay, babe, I'm going to be looking forward to the phone call, whatever I said. Fast forward, it's hours later at this point. And I'm like, I'm going to just stay over here because I already left my house. And my thing was, at my house, my aunt was like, you go somewhere and it's past a certain time, you spending the night, you staying where you at, basically. So I'm like, all right, might as well stay where I'm at. And I'm gonna just go home early in the morning. I was so used to doing that. That's why I hate doing that now. I love waking up in my bed because I don't like being somewhere where I don't have my toothbrush, my face wash, and stuff like that, you know? I don't like being like uncomfortable. Oh, y'all know what? Pause. Okay, back it up because I forgot when I told her that I was with him and he pulled up. I'm like, girl, why he pulled up with Tank? And she was like, what? Oh, what he say? He asked about me, And I'm like, I think she said something like, he tried to talk to you. Like, what he say to you? She said something like that. And I'm like, he ain't say nothing to me. He just asked about you. That's why I hit you up. That's why I first started texting you. And she was like, oh, girl, fuck him. I was with my man. I was with LJ. And I was like, But anyway, look at this steak. Look at this shrimp. Like, okay. I don't like that. Like, it was just red flags that I missed. But like, thinking back, girl, they was there. They always there. But you never realize when you into something, right? When you going through it, right? Fast forward, it's later on. Me and her chilling. I would chill over there all day. I think we was gonna go somewhere later on that night or something if her sister was gonna take us. Cause I don't think the other girl whatever, it don't even matter. Anyway, we chilling basically. Y'all, my phone start going off. I'm talking about it was getting rung down, so I answer it. Nobody say nothing. So it's like, they called twice and I caught it on maybe the third call. I answer it, nobody say nothing, then they hang up. I'm like, girl, somebody playing on my phone because I used to play on phones. I know what it feel like to play on somebody's phone, right? So, I mean, what it's like. So, they call again. I don't answer that one. And then that's when my phone started going off. Ding, 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 ding. Who is this? Who the fuck is this? Who this? Or no, I don't even think they cussed yet. I'll take that back. So it's just like a bunch of who this, who this, who this. So I'm like, you called me. Then that's when it was like, bitch, who the fuck is this? I found your number in my man's phone. Who is this? You messing with bitch. You messing with people, man. Stuff like that. So I'm like, girl, what the heck? I ain't messing with nobody, man. I ain't got a man. Then all of a sudden, my phone get to ringing again. I'm like, I'm not answering that. My friend like, answer it. Let me answer it. But by the time she said, let me answer, they had already hung up. So I'm like, if they call back, then I'm gonna let you answer it. So maybe 2 minutes go by, they ended up calling back. So I'm like, answer, they calling back. So she was like, hello? Girl, who the fuck is this? Why you playing on my phone? You mad because I'm fucking your man and da-da-da-da. And then the phone hung up. I'm like, oh, she mad. She thinks somebody want her man, da-da-da-da. So, duh, it's a girl because dudes don't play on phones, right? So, I was like, we over there talking, hyped up, my phone going off. Ding, 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 ding. Messages. I look at the messages. Oh, you think it's cute to be fucking somebody, man? When I see you, it's this, it's that. I'm like, girl, you don't even want to say hello. You're not going to see me. Like, what are you talking about? You see me in person, you're going to be scared to step because you're scared to answer the phone. Scared to hear me know your voice. At the same time, this could be anybody playing on my phone. Because when I say literally, at this time, everybody I've ever met in my life had my number. I had that same number. I got my first cell phone at 11 years old. So I had that number for a long time. Everybody had it. And I changed my number. It was hard letting it go. But I changed my number because people from the past kept thinking they could come back and re-hit me up like, this still your number? This still your number? No. I was really kind of used to my phone getting played on in the first place. So yeah, it wasn't like a big deal to me until she was like, I seen your number in my man phone and this and that. Then she started sending messages like, she didn't say thirsty. She said something to the equivalent as desperate. I think she said desperate. You're desperate as fuck. Fucking with somebody, man. And I seen the messages. You acting real desperate and da-da-da-da. Telling him you really like him and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, wait, whoa. It's finally clicking, Steven. So I'm like, girl, this gotta be about Juvie because first of all, he the last dude that I was texting. And then all of a sudden, like after, like it was none of this before, but after I come to your place and you cook for me now, it's like, and then your situation, like it was clicking, everything was clicking slowly. So I'm like, girl, what if this is Juvie, like girlfriend or something? Or, you know, I said something like that. And she said something like, I wouldn't be surprised because Tank got a girlfriend too. I'm like, how you know? And she was like, bitch, because he told me. I told him I got a man. He told me he got a girlfriend. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I think this is Juvie girlfriend. He didn't tell me he had a girlfriend though. Now I'm into it. Like now I'm invested, hell, because I'm like, oh no, I know he's not gonna play me like this because I'm slick feeling him. And I don't know, but somehow I'm just calling the phone. And I called maybe like 2-3 times and nobody answering. So I'm like, now this hoe got me blown her up. I don't know how she did this reverse psychology ass shit. But now I'm pressed. So, and it's silence, radio silence. I don't know if she was over there slapping him up, yoking him up or whatever. But she not saying nothing. Then like maybe 5 minutes go by. Bitch, stop calling my phone. Da-da-da-da-da. You know who my man is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, answer the phone. Simple. Answer. You got so much mouth over text. Answer the phone. She was saying stuff like, I ain't gotta answer the phone. He got what you wanted out of it. No, he got what he wanted out of you. You just another bird brain ass bitch and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, what is she talking about? So I'm like, what are you talking about? Answer the phone. Like we just like da 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 send da 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 send, like sending multiple messages like that and just going back and forth. And now it's like me, I'm sending the most messages like, what are you talking about? Answer the phone. What do you mean? Send. I ain't gonna lie. She had me boiling. She had my heart. My friend was like, girl, stop texting her. You already know who it's about. Now stop texting her. Like, girl, fuck him. Stop texting her. And I'm like, no. She think I'm just another bird. I'm gonna show you a bird. While me and my friends talking, my phone going off, I had, I guess she had like started responding again. My phone going off. And I'm just talking and I'm like, every time I'm about to look at my phone, I end up saying something like, girl, yes, and this, and that. I can't believe this one. Oh, I can't believe this one. I really just couldn't believe that I was getting played. Like, I don't know. I just thought I was too fine. Like, what? You think? You? And it's like, hold on. That's what it is. It's like, Juvie was not cute. Tank was fine. But Juvie, who that? Juvie. So I'm like, oh, I know by him. I need to just hide. I just need to keep my standards where they at because every time I lower them, they either sleep with their cousin or, you know, they got a girlfriend and I get played. So yeah, I'm like, we talking. So I end up looking at my phone. She's sending me screenshots of me and Juvie messages. You know, oh, ringing any bells, ding back. She said something crazy. I'm like, oh, this whole old too. I'm like, oh, this whole old. And I went, okay, you know what? I feel like I kind of sped past like a lot of me and Juvie stuff. But mind you, we have been talking like all day, every day. And like, I don't know. I felt like I really liked him. And he made me nervous. Like, you know, because everything not about looks. But at the end of the day, if we really want to step back and look at some shit, you look like shit, okay? I'm looking at these screenshots and I'm like, confuzzled. I'm confused. I'm frazzled, bitch. I'm all over the place because the screenshots, the math was not mathing. He deleted the majority of what he was saying and it looked like I'm just like obsessed over him. it looked like, yeah, we got to do this again. You know, I really enjoyed I enjoyed talking to you. It was like all kinds of stuff. Like, and he deleted all the messages like pertaining to the food that he cooked and all that. And, but he left some of the stuff where I was like, yeah, we need to do this again. Like, you know, I really enjoyed this and da 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 da. I don't know how he spent it, because clearly if you just like use a half a brain cell reading my messages, I could never be talking to myself. Like, I'm responding like I'm answering to somebody. So she did not give a fuck, apparently. So I'm like, girl, you're dumb. Clearly some shit is deleted, da da da. So my friend is, I'm telling my friend I'm about to take screenshots and send her the real shit. She was like, girl, stop texting that girl. It's not that serious, girl. Leave that girl alone. She said something like that. I said, leave her alone. That hoe said, leave that girl alone. I should have known right then and there. This hoe was an op. She said, leave that girl alone. Like, I was bothering her. I'm like, this hoe started with me. What you mean, leave her alone? So she was like, okay, but don't keep it going, though. Don't keep it going. Leave her alone. So I'm like, oh, hell no. Yeah, I'll leave her alone after she see that her man is lying to her. So I'm screenshotting everything. And I'm trying to line it up to what he deleted. So the math will math. So you ain't even got to guess, bitch. He deleted a lot of stuff. So I'm sending it to her. I'm like, you're stupid. You're stupid as fuck. Da 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 da. Your man's lying to you. Is that your man? You know, just whatever. Trying to antagonize her. And she was like, girl, I don't give a fuck. You're a bird. You've had him once. Like, no. She didn't say that. But it was very much giving Monique for, he's mine. You may have had him once, but I got him all the time. You can sleep it out. It was giving that. But she said something like, you're just another bird. Like, you're just another one. He's mine. You slept with him once. I sleep with him all the time. Something like that. She didn't sing it, though. So I was like, oh, and she think I slept with her man and she don't care. Like, and you calling me the bird? You're the biggest bird brain bitch of all time. Because ain't no way I'm letting my dude slide. Like, you didn't at least pinch his ass. Like, you just gonna let him off the hook. Because he said he promised you that he would never, ever talk to me. And he would block my number. So you just gotta let him off the hook. So yeah, we going back and forth. I'm going back and forth with this hoe for so long. And she would not answer the phone. I don't know why. I felt like after she thought she got her answer, she did kind of argue back and forth with me. But she was good. She was all set. She was like, yeah, I know my man. Da 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 da. You're just one of many. And da da da. So I'm like, all right. But I was in y'all house. Like, clearly. Or you know what? No. Too far. I'm trying to jump ahead. So yeah, fast forward like maybe 3-4 days later. 3-4 days, actually maybe 4 or 5 days later, because it's damn near the weekend again when he hit me up. It probably was like a Wednesday or Thursday. And he was like, how you been? That's how you gonna start this damn conversation off? How you been? Yeah, you got your rabbit ass mind. I'm not your girlfriend, boy. Please. Go find somebody else to play with. So I text back something like, really? Or something smart. And he was like, man, my bad. Don't even worry about all that. That was my ex. And she just can't accept the fact that we're not together no more. And she just still go through my phone and this, that, and the third. But I'm like, boy, it's been 4 or 5 days. You was trying to be on your best behavior. So, you know, she could give you a little space so you could sneak off to that restroom and text me. And then delete it after. I damn near didn't even want to respond. I would just give like 2 words, little sentences, because you ain't finna play me again and delete your shit and act like I'm talking to myself, obsessing over you. So, I was like, oh, okay. Well, damn. Stuff like that. So he was like, no, we still cool, because like I really want to fuck with you. Like, I really do like you. I was feeling you, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. Mind you, till this day. I'm talking about to this day. Because I did have him on Facebook. This man, randomly, he will randomly DM me. How you been? Hey, stranger. Or whatever, just anything. Happy birthday. Because, you know, Facebook tell you when it's somebody's birthday. But yeah, so I'm like, nah, it's straight. It's cool. But yeah, he was commenting under my pictures and stuff for a long time, randomly DMing me literally to this day. But anyway, Fast forward, because I used to go to my friend's house like damn near every weekend, for real. I'll go over there and we talking, and I'm like, girl, and guess who hit me up? Juvie ass. And she like, girl, fuck him. Oh my God. Da-da-da-da. Like, let it go, basically. I'm like, girl, I don't be doing all that when you telling me about you and your man LJ and all the bullshit that he put you through. Do I be like, damn, bitch, you gonna let that man keep playing with you? Like, I don't do all that. And I was, y'all, wanted to go off on her ass so bad. I'm like, what you irritated for? She was like, girl, you need to let that go, because like they over there and they living with them girls and that's their girlfriends and stuff like that, whatever. Because long story, y'all, my storage ended up playing me again. Okay, let me just finish, because child, I gotta hurry up and edit this. My storage keep playing around. Long story short though, Tank and Juvie ended up getting into it, and Tank was telling my friend all of Juvie business. Basically, the girlfriend live over there during the week. On the weekends, she go home to her mama, because she wasn't old. She wasn't old like I thought. I don't know why she was using them old people words. Maybe she was hanging around him for too long. But she go home on the weekends to see her family, and that's when he would hit me up. Mind you, we would text and stuff during the week, but on the weekends is when he was trying to pop me in over there. So on the day that he was cooking for me, the situation had came back. She said, my mama ain't even in town this weekend, so I'm headed on back. How Tank knew, I don't know. I really don't. Oh, the girlfriend. I think the girlfriends was like cool, and Tank girlfriend must have been like, yeah, me and so-and-so, Juvie girlfriend, yeah, we finna head over there because, you know, her parents not even in town this weekend and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's what happened, basically. He kicked me out because his girlfriend was coming back. And I'm like, you saying it so casual, like, you don't give a damn. Y'all, it was just so much drama. And then I felt like every time maybe her man sneezed funny, a fake number, here go a fake number, hit me up. Oh, so you still talking to people, man, huh? Oh, you still want to talk to people, man? Girl, I'm not even talking to that man, and I know it's you. Hello, you might as well just call me from your regular number. You might as well just call me from your regular number, or at least keep this account so I know it's you every time you hit me. Like, dang, if you got a question, just ask. I don't know. She would probably randomly see him message me on Facebook and be like, oh, so you like talking to people? It's like every time, you cannot be on your man ass like that if you're going to just keep going back. Trust me, I know from experience. It's like, it's not always me. You just said I'm one of many, and it's always this and it's always that. So go find them. You found me, go find them. Ooh, girl. But I can't even talk, because I've been that girlfriend too. I would go back to the ones I knew he was talking to, like, oh, so you gonna keep doing this shit, ain't you? Girl, I started befriending hoes. Like, if we cool, then I know she ain't gonna talk to my man. I was tapped, like, I was crazy. I was crazy. But yeah, that's a different story. But anyway, y'all already know the vibes. Like the video. Leave anything in the comments. Don't be no side hoe. Make sure you like the video. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. You already know. And go get y'all some hot Funyun. I know y'all want some. Greedy, huh? Yeah. Hurry up now. Well, why you ain't say that? Here, girl. There. It was one of them nights where not much happened, but at the end of the night, I ended up wishing that I stayed home. And hanging out with this person, a lot of the times when I would go out, I would just wish that I stayed home. I swear. Instant regret. I think I found the right one. I'm looking for a ring, 'cause I'm gonna be your wife. We're gonna have some pretty baby.